Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? A gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. It is Friday. Yee! It is November 7th and it's 4:05 in the AM. I want to share something with you. First, just got a little blip. Hey, are those some of the new glasses that you bought? No, these are readers, y'all. Uh, I'm at that age where I wear bifocals. So these are readers because I don't need to see distance at the moment. I'm sitting at a computer. Now, that was a segue because I wanted to answer that question, so I don't want to miss anybody's inquiries. But I want to talk about something really serious. So, all jokes, all KB-isms, all craziness aside, the NFL has a problem. Now, I have been a rabid football fan for a goodly portion of my adult life, but I stopped watching the football games during, the Kaepernick upheaval, and I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all. Now, coming from a sports family, and like I said, just a history of watching football and knowing players, knowing the rules, watching the trades. And I'm old school, smash mouth football. I grew up one block away from where, now his name is infamous, O.J. Simpson reached his 2003 yards. That stadium, which no longer exists, I believe it was called the Rock Pile back then. I don't recall the actual name, but I lived one block away. We could count on Sundays seeing everybody park on our street to walk to the stadium. So I go way back, Jim Brown days, Gale Sayers days, Reggie White days, Lyle Alzado, Dick Butkus. These are all Hall of Famers now. So, yeah, that type of football. But I just read two stories. One is just craziness to me. Mr. Brown, who's had some problems with the law. And it's not the first football player to have problems with the law. Not the first football player from the hood to have run-ins with certain situations and to be incarcerated. And Aaron Hernandez, we've had some stories. But this young brother hit different. Marshawn Nealon, and he's so young. And like I said, I don't watch football anymore. I haven't in years. But from my understanding and some of the stories that are now coming out, 24 years old. And he took matters into his own hands and removed himself from life's role. And that breaks my heart. And I look at all the hype and the hollering and all the things that go on in the process of creating who we consider heroes and superstars, prime times. And some of the buffoonery that goes along with, these caricatures of people. The hype, the money, and that does sound like I'm a hater. And I need to say, I'm not a hater of the individuals, I'm a hater of the system. Because basically, we got a bunch of wealthy white men who are manipulating, controlling black bodies for entertainment purposes. They don't care whether folks get an education. They don't care whether, bodies are damaged and, families are robbed of not only breadwinners, but anchors. Daddies can't show up. Or, daddy's out spreading seed where he's daddy to a bunch of folks. There's no financial education, or if there is, it's minimal, or somebody's paying criminal amounts of money to have someone manage their money, only to find out later in life that their money was mismanaged. And the NFL is full aware of situations. Now, during some upheaval, the NFL wanted to appear to be on board, and they painted their end zones, for social justice messages. Did you donate to any of the causes? In October, they parade people around in pink garb for breast cancer. How much of that money actually goes to breast cancer? You spent a few dollars on some pink uniforms. Now, recently, those social justice causes that you wanted to appear to be big on were erased for the sake of appeasing a racist. Let's keep this 100. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep this above board. You knew full well that helmet-to-helmet contact damaged people. And you kept that a secret until other people did what this young brother did the other day. And then you want to convince people that it's just a few cases. We have people who can't walk without, medical interventions, I'll put it like that. Prescribed interventions. And all they wanted to do was play a game. And I think about people like Jerry Jones. The people with the money pumping people full of steroids, and again, allowing anything and everything for entertainment purposes. And I want to say, where's the character, the content of character in that? That's what I'm always looking for. How are you showing up as a human being. You know, and I shared that I'm having this mental and emotional tug of war with the title Christianity. See, most of these people who own these teams will tell you that they're Christian, God-fearing individuals. You know, and I want to say Christian, God-fearing individuals cover folks. And they do it with more than just money. You can write a check for anything and everything in this world. But it doesn't buy wholeness, doesn't bring contentment. So the song goes, more money, more problems. We need to look at what we do and how we do it and why we do it.